You had a great holiday, everybody. Brian back here. Day after Christmas. Let's take a look at this Caspa here. We're going to take a look here at the end of the video, price predictions for up to the year 2050. And I think it's going to blow your mind what kind of price predictions, if we can all hold on that long. That's 27 years from now, even 2040 and 2030. All right, so got some pretty decent price predictions. I think you guys are going to be pretty pumped about. All right, if we look over here on Bitcoin, the last 24 hours, the crypto market 263 million in liquidations. All right, open interest $40 billion. You take a look here, the majority of people, 51% are going short right now. 48.67% are long. All right, you can see here, this is the last 1 hour, wrecked 2.8 million. Last 24 hours, $263 million here. And if we go down through here, you can see the shorts and the longs. A lot of longs over here on yesterday. Pretty much everybody, 82.65 million in longs. That was on Binance. Overall, 204 million in longs, 42 million in shorts. All right, so that's where you got the $263 million in liquidations over the last 24 hours. So if we take a look at the crypto bubbles here, it looks like Cake is having a pretty decent day. You say that Psy, I believe. All right, Matic bouncing a little bit. Render, Mina, yeah, a little bit. Let's take a look and see where Kaspa's at here. Getting a little bit of rain where I'm at. Here we go with this. 10-2. I think it's getting down to a range here. I'm going to show you here in a second, but 38 million in volume. I think you're going to see that pick up pretty soon. Market cap 2.25 billion. Rank number 39 right now. Okay, so well, we're still in the top 40 here. All right, if we go over here to the charts, you can see Bitcoin on a daily. This is on a daily. All right, I'm going to show you something here because looks like this thing, obviously all them longs got wrecked here. And, $250 million got, and I'm going to show you something here. Bitcoin came down and hit a 702. Okay, we're going from here, the swing low right down here of the move to the swing high. I'm going to pull it over here so you can see the 0.702 fib right here. Look at that, came down, tapped it, and now it's getting a bounce off there. If you go in the hourly, all right, we zoom in here a little bit. That 702 is right on this yellow line right here. So getting a bounce off there right now. It ended up wicking down to 41,639, and it's up to 42,073 right now. So 702 is a very good area for this thing to bounce. All right, the 786 is down around 41,378, but hopefully we're going to get that bounce right here. All right, the RSIs, if we zoom in on these things, the 1 hour's heading up. You got the 4 hours just at the bottom and reset here. Let's open this chart up here so you can see it a little bit better. All right, there you go, the 4 hours on the bottom. You got the 8 hour just about on the bottom. The 12 hour is starting to curve. You can see it starting to curve up here. And our daily is actually bearish here, 31 and a 49. So will it come down to that 41,376 or will it bounce right here? Hopefully it bounces right here. All right. If we take a look at something, let's zoom in here and look and see if we had an ABC here and measure this out. A little curious. Well, I believe so. All right, let's zoom in a little bit more. All right, we had a wick up to the 702. If we pull that down on top of that 702, nope, that went deeper than that. All right, no ABC here. That's just that's too deep. Top is 618. No ABC. We just had a just a pullback here, simple pullback right to a 702. I'm going to pull this down a little bit right to that level, and we're going to lock it right there. It was right in this range that we've talked about. Like I've always said, there's ranges. You see it in here, this yellow that I have, ranges of support, not just one particular area, but that's dead smack in the middle of our area here at 41,649. Quite honestly, I would expect it to hold here. A 702, the swing low to the swing high. I mean, it nailed a 702 Fibonacci. Just nailed it. So we'll see what happens here, guys. But it looks like Bitcoin possibly, that could be a bottom right there. All right, if we go over to Caspa here, the volume and stuff for the day over on CoinMarketCap. 1.76% down in volume, 38 million, $2.25 billion market cap. We're at 10.2. All right, kind of looking like a pretty decent area. Let's take a look at this chart. All right, and we got Bitcoin dominance. This is kind of big news here too. I want to show you this because look at this thing plummeting. Let's open this chart up. This is on a daily. Let's go on a weekly so you can get more of a idea of how this thing. Look at it. It broke support there. All right, it broke that support line. We're gonna have to move that support line a little bit here. I want to make sure it's absolutely perfect here. Let's unlock it. But it absolutely broke it. All right, if we move this up a hair. Touch there, 2 touches there, touch up here. Yeah, broke right through. Okay, now if we take a look here, if it loses this level here, 51, 58 roughly, you can see right through here, that was a resistance area for all 4 of these candles, and it came down and hit that one right there. If it loses that area at 51, you know, call it 51.50, right around that area. That's going to come the whole way down here to 50.36. And if it loses that, you know, this is going to make the altcoins start running. All right, and always when Bitcoin dominance collapses, that's when the altcoins start running. You know, we don't have nothing major here yet, but from the top to the bottom so far, this thing has dropped, 4.5%. So to get them big moves, like over here. You know, these are the big runs right here. You know, this one back in June of 2022. You know, it ended up running down almost 20%. Started in was that June, July? Ran through. Let's get that off there. June ran through July, August, June, July, and August. You know, if you go over the total too. Just want to show you real quick. On a weekly, June, July, and August of 2022, right through here. June, July, June, right there, this pump right through here is where the altcoins took off. You know, ended up gaining from the bottom to the top, you know, 58%, 58% in the altcoin market, and it ended up gaining. You know, went from 430 billion up to just about 700 billion. All right, so you can see what happened when Bitcoin dominance falls and the market cap in this ends up running up here. All right, this at total 2, we're at 768 billion now. All right, still running right up there on a weekly. You can see a trend line. This thing is doing absolutely fine. You know, run a trend line up through here just like that. You know, doing great. So just wait, this thing is getting broke that resistance here. If you remember, guys, I don't know, probably a month ago, we showed this resistance break, and look at what has happened since. This thing has gone up since that break. You know, the altcoins 42%. You know, that's why you're getting some of these really big pops. You know, and if this Bitcoin dominance keeps crashing, that's what's going to happen with the market. Dow Jones up 209 points on this weekly here. You know, we're going to see what happens with this thing. It just keeps heading up. All right, got this big, huge push up here. Pretty crazy, you know, but we're looking forward to this bull run next year, this year coming up. So keep that Dow Jones going. You know, at some time it's going to have a big pullback here. The weekly is right at the top at 100 and 100. You got the monthly still heading up. And you got the daily reset. So here we go again. All right, is this a wave 1, 2 right there? Let's put a trend-based fib on it and see what target that gives. There we go. From the swing low to swing high, retrace. You know, it's giving a target up here around 42.2. We're gonna leave that on there, you know, because that could very well happen. We need this thing, even to slow down a little bit, for the Bitcoin halving and everything, in April here. Need this Dow Jones heading up, for the bull run to continue. Look at the DXY plummeting. Look at this thing. It's almost down to a 786 here. All right, from the swing low to the swing high up here. So it needs to come up just a hair. Look at that. Almost right on that 786. So you're expecting a bounce out of this thing. After it hits that 786, I'm expecting a bounce here. Got the daily just about reset. The weekly, look at this. The weekly's almost reset. Tell me this fib don't work. And you got the monthly right down at the bottom. All right, so these Fibonacci's, I absolutely love them, man. If you don't know how to use them, sign up for that level 3 trading course and learn how to use these things, man. $15. Learning how to use the Fibonacci alone is worth $15. This thing will make you a lot of money if you use this fib right, guys. I'm telling you, it works. It works. It works. It works for price targets. It works for looking for your pullbacks. That's 786. If you're in a coin or a token and you're looking for a pullback, you go from your swing low to your swing high of the move with the fib. Usually anywhere from a 618 to a 786 is your bounce area. If you can get a 786 entry, especially on a long or something, if you know how to long and short, please don't mess with that stuff unless you know what you're doing, because you'll lose your butt in a hurry. All right, but if you get an entry on a long right at that 786, put your stop loss just a hair below that, man, you can make a nice amount of money, especially on a 10x or something. So just, I don't know, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Just telling you from my experience. But that 786, watch for a bounce here. We're going to check on that next time. All right, let's go down through here. Gold, boy, ever since it wicked up and got that high, look at that, up at 2146 up here. Go on a weekly and look at this chart. Look at that. You had that triple top and then that one wick up there, that higher high that I if you guys watch the channel, I said I expected a new all-time high with gold. Well, that wick up there. Now the weekly is turned back up, so it looks like it's going to give it another run. The daily's at a 192. The monthly is still pushing up, so expecting another push up here. You can see it right there in the monthly, this big wick. Look at that thing. I'm expecting that 2146 to break. All right, that triple top, that's crazy. That is so bearish. And still, that big push. People going out of the dollar into gold, How's silver doing? I'm just curious. I haven't seen really. Silver's up almost 3 cents. Not doing a whole lot, really. This is it on a fib. It's up to a 618 here. That breakout level up at that 702. Up at... what is it, 26.35 roughly. All right, let's take a look at Caspa, guys, and then get to them price predictions here, okay? Caspa. All right, that's on a monthly. We went on a daily. And look where we're at as far as a pullback, okay? Let me get a cleaner chart here. All right, let's clean this completely off. Let's wipe it out. There you go. All right. I don't like all them lines and stuff, because what I'm trying to get through here, if you take the fib... all right, and look for a pullback area. Right here is our swing low of the move. Right about there to the swing high. Look where we're at. Right at that 786. All right, so down at 0.0946. If it wicks down that far, that's the bottom of this 786. I'm expecting, this thing to bounce anytime soon. You can see the resistance area, plain as day, right down through here. Plain as day, okay? It needs to break that, obviously, and we'll get that run up here, okay? The daily RSI, it's at a 16 and a 24. Could push it down to that 0.0946, all right? If you can get an entry there, man, oh man, that's beautiful. We got the 12-hour. Let's open this up a little bit. We got the 12-hour trying to turn back up, 52.5 and a 52.8. All right, we got the 8-hour. 17 and a 37 pulling down. Got the 4-hour just about reset here, okay, pushing down here. So this thing is looking like, as far as the fib goes, it's getting to the bare bones bottom here, okay? That 0.0946, man, if it pulls down there, Me personally, I use MEXC a lot. Okay, I'm going to take a long on that thing and try to ride it out. You know, put your stop loss just right below that 786. Give yourself enough room for a wick down. You know, if you're going to go along with me on that, but it could be a really decent move. All right, let's take a look at this other Caspa chart I got here, the one with all of our support and resistance areas. All right, here we go. We're right down at that 786 down. Well, we're right about at the 702 now. All right, so you can see, let me get this off here. That first level we're going to have to break, 0.1147. All right, that's our resistance right there. Let me take this fib off here for now so you can see it better. There we go. I have an alarm set there for it. Expecting it to run up here. Not sure when. You know, if it wicks down here, this yellow line, this is the 786 fib. That lines up perfectly with the 786. I'll show you real quick. Swing low to swing high. There you go. All right, pretty close. Yeah, right there, 0.094. Right down there at 0.094. You might as well say that's the 786. All right, so I'm not expecting it to break that. Really not. Okay, the 0.094, I'm expecting that to hold. If for any kind of breakout, it has to break 0.1147. Okay, and that would break it out of this resistance. Then I would expect a decent run out of this thing. I really would. Kaspa is getting down there. It's at a 702. It has wicked down to that 786. We're right there. All right, I'm expecting volume. I would expect volume. If this thing ends up coming down to that 0.094, I would expect a pile of volume to come in. There's not just me that knows this out there. Every trader that knows how to use a fib or anything, you're going to see that a volume spike right when it gets down to that level. If it doesn't break out from here. As soon as it breaks that resistance, you're going to see a volume spike. All right, guys, let's take a look at these price predictions. And if you would, please hit the like and subscribe, guys. Consider becoming a member of the channel, please. That definitely helps out a ton. I think we have 58 members now, and thank you so very, very much, guys. I really, really mean that. You guys keep me doing these videos, and thank you so much. I'm not right all the time. Nobody is. I don't. You know, I show you what the fib says. I show you the support and resistance levels, and I tell you what I think is gonna go on. But nobody knows for sure. You know, these tools that they give us. The trading tools, the Fibonacci seems to work extremely, very, very well. So watch that 0.094 if it gets down there. I would be watching for a bounce from there if it doesn't take off from here. But it has to break 11.4 for any kind of breakout. 11.47. You know, 11.47, 11.5, whatever you want to call it here, for a break. 11.5. It got up to 11.3 today. You know, gave it a run there. You zoom in here. You know, look at that. Let's get this off here. You can see it gave it a run, but it got knocked right back there too. Every time it hits this line, it gets knocked back. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. Let's look at these price predictions for 2023. They said it is expected that the value of Caspa might be around 16 cents. Caspa will trade a minimum of 15, while the maximum of 18 during 2023. Okay, they predicted, what did we get up to here? We got up to 15.4. All right, 15.4. So minimum of 15. They were close. A maximum of 18. This was put out back a month ago. All right, so it's on coin market cap right over there, right on coin market cap. So it's not no junk place that this came from. Okay, 2023, 2024, a high at 22 cents and a low of roughly 19, with an average of 19 cents. 2025. All right, this is where I'm expecting Caspa to really rock it. All right, 2024, we're going to have our Bitcoin halving in April. By next fall, I'm expecting this thing to really go. Okay, I don't think they're putting in a bull run price here. 2025 average of 31.5. Wait till we get to the bigger numbers, guys. It's really crazy what the numbers that they throw out here. The predicted maximum price Caspa could be 36 cents with a minimum of 30. All right, the bull run, you know, everybody's got their prediction or whatever. I think $3 to $5 is in 2025 is absolutely doable. You know, it should be a bull run area. 2026 minimum of 44. maximum of 52.89, 0.5289. 2027, all right, they're a maximum of 77 cents, but the 67.75 price level is more possible. All right, they're a minimum of 65 cents. 2028, breaking that dollar. The highest price might be around $1.17, the lowest at 96 cents. All right, so where we're at right now, that's a 10x. Don't know what you got in it, but if this thing hits $3 and $3 to $5 during the bull run, that's pretty awesome. Then the next bull run after that, you'd be looking 2025, 2029, 2030, 2029. They're expecting an average price of $1.25, but it might reach $1.41. All right, with a low around $1.21. 2030, all right, we would be entering basically another bull cycle then. And who knows, this thing could go $5 to $10 to $12 the next bull run. Not the one we're going to enter now, but the next one. They said it might reach $2.13. The average price $1.83. 2040, here we go. Look at this. The highest price, $35.21. The average might be around $25. All right, $25. So I don't know how many Caspa you have. All right, but if you take a look at something here, all right, the average around $25. If you have 10,000 Caspa, here's 1,000, 10,000 times, say go with the $35. 35.00. 10,000 Caspa, that would get you $350,000, and if you have 20,000, that would get you $700,000 by 2040, 13 years from now, and who knows where it could be. Look at this next one. Hold on a second, guys, don't leave yet. 2050, look at this, here it comes. It's expected to fall between $27.59 and $41.77, with the average around $31.23. The average around $31 up to $41. Can you imagine? So I don't know. I have no idea what you have. Say you have 25,000 Caspa. All right, 25,000 times average $31.23. $780,750 if you have 25,000, almost in the $800,000. By 2050, that's what they're saying. By 2040, though, they're saying that it could get the average might be around $25. 13 years from now. So we'll see. Pretty good price levels, but I believe the 2025 one here, I believe that's the $3 to $5 range for that year. I really do. They don't put bull run prices in here. And this is from CoinMarketCap, guys. This isn't no junk article. It's by ripplecoinnews.com. So it is what it is, but there they are. All right, thank you so very, very much, guys. Keep an eye on that Caspa price. Boy, oh boy, we're getting to them levels, looking for a bounce from here. So, at 0.094, boy, oh boy, would that be a nice, juicy area for this thing to get to. That's the last fib level. Plus, we don't want to lose that level either. It should hold, all right? All right, thank you so much, guys. I will talk to you very soon. Have a great day.